This is a very special episode of Taped Crusaders, but it's kind of weird because we're short-staffed tonight.
Yeah, we are.
I'm your co-host, Mike L., and as always, I'm joined by...
Joshua Merville. It's a shame that we are short-staffed because we're going to be talking about the 1966 Batman movie today.
And Champion could not be with us, and we were going to have TJ, but TJ could not be with us. But anyway, Josh, this was kind of your idea, so why don't you tell us your thoughts on Batman?
Yeah, I really love this version of Batman. It's me.
Hold on a second. What is going on here?
Holy mixed media, Michael. I just made it in the nick of time.
Oh my gosh. Everybody, look, it's Robin. Robin has come to help us review the movie.
The bat signal worked.
Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Wait a minute, Robin, you're not usually by yourself. Where's your dynamic duo partner?
Oh
my
here
gosh.
he goes. Here he is.
I can't believe it.
Oh my goodness.
Batman has come to help us review the movie.
Great geometry, Batman. That's some square draw.
This is incredible.
The Batoozy brings me along.
Okay. So anyway, so here we go, folks. We are here to talk about. I have to point out, we were not going to review.
This is my favorite bit right here.
We were not going to review this movie, but Joshua Merville insisted we got to review the Adam West Batman movie, and I was like, okay, you are right. So here we are, Taped Crusaders. We have Robin, we have Batman joining us. This is great. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, let's start over here with Batman. Batman, when was the first time you saw this movie? Batman.
The first time I saw this movie was when I made it.
Okay.
Right. So like back in the 60s.
So back in
Oh
66?
yeah, like 65.
Okay.
This was originally a script for the pilot,
Okay.
and then this movie was made after season 1.
Mm-hmm.
And so I saw this movie when I made it.
Well, clearly, with all the trivia you know, that you clearly are the real Batman, right?
Oh hell no!
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You're spoiling your secret identity. But anyway,
Hey, I'm back from the grave.
okay. So let's hear. Robin.
Yeah,
What was your experience making this movie?
Well, I just did what I was told. I just showed up when
I
showed up
noticed
when
your
Adam
mask
West.
is a little different. In the movie, your mask is black.
It is black, yes.
But in
This is
real life, it's red.
This is are we staying in character the whole time?
I think so. For
Okay,
2 hours.
all right, yes.
Yeah.
This
At least 5 minutes. At least 5
I
minutes.
hope not.
Let's give it 5 minutes.
this is actually I am Robin, Burt
Okay.
Ward, but this is a Halloween costume.
Oh, it's a Halloween.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I didn't want to bring my actual.
Okay.
What did you do with the
Movie-worn-
real Robin?
It's in the bat closet at home,
Okay, hold on.
right where we left it.
For fans at home, should we tell everybody what's really going on?
Yeah, I think. we
Okay,
should.
guess what, audience? This is not the real Batman and Robin. Did you know that, Josh?
No. I couldn't tell.
You guys,
Hey,
can't you take off your mask?
Check this out.
It's Champion.
Check this out.
It's
Oh my
Champion.
God.
You didn't realize, Josh? Oh, the joke's on you.
Hiding in plain sight.
Who's this guy over here?
I'm not Batman.
Okay, you know what?
I think this might actually be Batman.
I think it
seeing how
actually
he's
is the real
drinking a
Batman.
large
Okay, you know
fresh
what?
orange
Okay,
juice.
Batman, you don't want to spoil the surprise. You can stay in character the whole time.
I don't think I'm going to do that.
Okay,
Okay.
whatever's good for you. Okay.
No.
Oh, it's TJ!
TJ!
Oh my God, it's TJ. Okay.
I'm here.
Okay. So here's the thing. Okay, now we want to hear from the real Champion.
Hi.
Your first experience seeing this movie. What was the deal?
You know, going into this, I wasn't sure if I'd seen it or not.
Okay.
Because I had seen a whole pile of classic 60s Batman episodes.
Okay.
As a kid, right? I just see them on TV. And I had no idea if this was part of it.
Okay.
Because this is indistinguishable in many ways from
right,
a
it is,
two-part episode. Upon watching it here, no, this is the first time that I've seen it.
Wow.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. And my God. Oh my God.
Oh, we have a lot to say. But Joshua Merville, is this the first time you've seen this movie?
No. And this is definitely the Batman movie I've seen the most.
Okay.
I watched this a lot as a kid. And then even as I grew up, I desperately needed to show everybody I possibly could this movie.
Yeah.
Anybody who could
Josh,
tolerate me. Anybody who would
Oh, one
tolerate
more.
me.
That was weak. That was weak. Let's go. Yes.
Okay.
I forced them to watch this movie because it is brilliant. It is so funny. It is so like dry comedy almost because it's like it's trying to be funny, but like the characters are so like played straight. It's unbelievable.
They somehow find a way to meld slapstick and dry humor, it's the same thing.
Amazing.
Okay, so I go back even farther. Okay, so this TV show was on TV in the late 70s. So this was made in the 60s, but I saw it in the 70s, in the late 70s, early 80s, and I thought it was new. Okay, and then when the movie came out, I thought, oh well, they're making a movie about the TV show that I watch. And my parents brought me to, I believe it was Forest Gate Theater. And I was like, here we go, the new Batman movie. And when, for example, when they are on the Bat motorcycle and they split apart and go.
So dumb.
I was only 5 or 6 years old, but I thought, big budget. This is what this is. This is the movie now. They've upped
This is action.
Yeah, they've upped the ante and everything. So I thought it was made for me. But then I forgot about it, and then the Michael Keaton movie came out, and then I saw it that night. They did a marathon on TV, and I taped like 10 episodes, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't realize this was like a comedy. Okay, I didn't know. But then the more I watched it, the more I realized it wasn't just like a parody or a satire. It was a work of genius. It was a work of actual genius.
Really
Josh
is.
Warrenball, correct? Right?
It really is. Yeah.
Like this is a, let's be clear. The comics were like this, but this is an exaggeration. It was
100%. Yeah.
The producers read the comics and then they did a satire of the comics, but everything that was in the show was in the comics. This is just exaggerated. But this show is brilliant. They know that it's insane. They know that it's absurd. They labeling everything. The Bat shark repellent. The Bat water dispenser.
Even the villains labeled all of their stuff. They have like a bookshelf in the back with like the Riddler and the Joker stuff. Private, don't touch. It's so
jokes.
Penguin food.
Yes. Yeah. Oh God, brilliant. And then the thing, the one thing that I appreciate more and more as time goes by is when they figure out the riddles. They're so absurd.
Insane.
What could that mean? And then it's like,
the crime happened at sea.
Yeah.
C for Catwoman.
Yeah, exactly.
Ridiculous.
And then what was the one about the machine gun?
The Sparrow.
What weighs 5 pounds and dangerous in a tree?
No, not 5 pounds. It's what weighs 3 ounces.
Yeah.
And is dangerous in a tree. Oh, a sparrow with a machine gun.
Obviously.
Oh my God!
That's
obviously.
the only answer. Yeah, like that kind of stuff is just brilliant. And like you said, Ian, like okay, we all know Leslie Nielsen from Naked Gun. This is like another level. This is more absurd, and they're all completely straight faced, especially Adam West.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
possibly the greatest actor to ever play Batman. Right? Like Ian, let's talk about Adam West.
Yeah,
the genius of Adam West.
He is. Like, did he invent the deadpan delivery?
Yeah, I know, right?
Because he is a master. And you bring up Leslie Nielsen, and that's a fair comparison to make. Although, Leslie Nielsen, he plays it straight, and he's not making jokes for half of the Naked Gun movie. This is nonstop.
Yeah.
Every single scene that Batman is in, he's doing something ridiculous, looking completely serious.
Yes.
When he's running around with that bomb.
Yes.
Some days you just can't find a good place to find a bomb.
No, you can't get rid of a bomb.
Some days you can't find a good place to get rid of a bomb. It's a classic line.
But he's running around.
That's it.
He's
like that. That is. I swear to God, the quintessential line of this movie, and he plays it so straight.
You play it so straight,
yes.
Adam?
You mean you did? No, listen,
I played it so straight.
Okay, but here's the thing: is I think the key with Leslie Nielsen is he is perfect, but we know he's an actor.
Right.
When we're watching Adam West, I get the
That's
sense
Batman.
when the camera cuts, he's still Batman. That's what I feel, right?
It has the same feeling of Wesley Snipes playing
Yes,
Blade.
exactly.
Where it just feels like that's what Adam West is all the time.
Yes, I
is
agree.
Batman.
Mm-hmm.
I think it will. Just to cut in on your Wesley Snipes things, I think it's about your introduction to him. My Wesley Snipes was a lot earlier than Blade, so I don't get Wesley as Blade all the time. But I was introduced at 4 years old with Adam West as Batman. Adam West, no, that's Batman.
Yeah.
He was Batman before Michael Keaton was Batman.
Right.
Like I saw this movie on like ABC Saturday Night Movie, VHS tape, put it up before 89 Keaton.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
this was the introduction. Whereas for me with Wesley Snipes, Blade wasn't my intro. He might have been your intro, which I can understand because there's that time difference, but your Snipes is my West is the best way to kind of
Right.
put it.
right. Well, okay, the other thing too is when the Michael Keaton movie was announced, I remember hearing in the news, Tim Burton has said that Michael Keaton will not be wearing a costume at all resembling the Adam West Batman. I remember thinking, why not? What's wrong with the Adam West Batman costume? And then, of course, when I saw the trailer, I realized, oh, okay, I see what they're going for. And I love the Adam West costume. But I seriously thought, I guess it would have been like 12 or 13, that, it's going to be exactly like the TV show.
Right.
And obviously it wasn't. But there is something to be said for this. And this is what I was trying to talk about during last call is I think as Batman got more and more serious over the years, they lost a little bit of that fairy tale reality.
By a little bit, do you mean every single last ounce of it?
Yes, exactly. Right.
Because there's none of it left.
Right, you're
There's none of it
totally
left.
right.
Chris Nolan got rid of all of that.
That's
Now, there was some of that still in the Michael Keaton movies.
Yes.
There was still some of there was just a little.
yeah.
But if you look closely in the background, you can see stuff is labeled here and there.
Right.
Yeah.
There are these little jokes here and there.
Yeah, I think that the world really helped too. Everything is so everything else is so exaggerated. The Batcave is still fantastical. Gotham City, the buildings, the Penguin, Catwoman, they all have these crazy costumes, which helps for Batman's kind of reined in more real version. And I think now while I do love it still, Robert Pattinson's Batman,
I love it too, yeah.
I do really love it for what it is, but it feels less like Batman a little bit because we are just too real world a little bit.
I think the key is, it's they try to make it more and more realistic, but then when I watch this show, and I mean the TV show too, it's they pull up in front of the police headquarters, broad daylight, people walking by, they get out of the car, they run in, Commissioner Gordon's there, Chief O'Hara, and then in this movie, they're doing the press conference. They're in masks, and the Russian
reporter.
Miss Kitka is
Miss
whoa,
Kitka.
why don't you take off your mask? Great Scott! They would reveal their secret identities. They don't even question the fact that there's these two masked vigilantes fighting crime. They drive the Batmobile to a hangar, and they're like, get the Batcopter ready. They just pull up and it's ready for them. This is insanity, right?
Well, they are on the police payroll.
Yes.
Right?
No,
They
no,
are.
no, no, no,
They
no,
say that
no,
they're
no,
fully
no, no, no.
deputized,
They are not on the police payroll. They are on the Bruce Wayne payroll.
No, but they've been deputized by
they
the
say-
police.
No, they have been
say
deputized.
Batman is a fully deputized officer of the law, which
Yes.
they've never said
Yeah,
in
yeah.
any other
I'm
version.
not talking about the money aspect of things.
Oh,
talking
okay,
about
sorry. I
the
was-
collaboration and
Yeah.
the
Sorry.
coordination with law enforcement.
I was
and
talking about
getting
the
the
money
helicopter ready and
aspect.
shit.
Yeah.
I was talking about the money aspect. Go ahead.
Okay. But it is, but even that, that's a weird little detail. But just let's just get back to the fairy tale-ness of it. The bat phone, the bat poles, even when I was a kid, I remember just thinking this is the Bat Cave, and then this nuclear reactor thing that powers right in the background. You know what I'm talking about, right? They get into this Batmobile, and it explodes out of the back, and it drives out like this is a great fantasy for a kid, right? And there's still all the new versions have a little bit of it, but they miss the mark, I think.
So, some of the newer versions have that bat pole aspect to it. Sorry, I'm missing teeth and I've mispronounced shit. Anyway, but as far as like from the 60s to the 80s, something like Ghostbusters had that pole.
Yeah.
Batman had that pole, and in the 80s, we are seeing those reruns of the TV show. We're seeing the ABC Saturday night movie night of this movie with that pole. And, you know, growing up, it's like, man, you go visit a fire station, number one thing you want to do, I don't want to go to the fire truck. I want to do that pole.
Right.
That's it.
Yep.
And you don't see people. You don't even see secret caves or secret layers anymore all that much.
Well, if you notice in Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight, remember they moved to the Wayne Tower, and it's all brightly lit. Remember, it's all brightly lit, and I'm like, what the hell? Okay, fine. That technically happened in the comic in the 70s.
Yes,
but that's them trying to be too realistic. No, keep him out in this weird haunted house thing out in the outskirts and have him be in a freaking cave with all these trophies and his back computer. That's what makes him a superhero, right? It makes it like, do you agree, Champion?
I agree completely. Now, Batman's an interesting study in this sort of thing, though, because this Batman and the very next Batman are worlds apart in terms of their style and their execution. And they exist in very different places in my brain. I can look at other properties and nitpick and say, well, this doesn't ring true to this, and this is they deviated here. These are so different that it's okay. These are so different that I don't look at Michael Keaton Batman as being remotely related to Adam West Batman. Two totally separate properties.
Yeah.
Like, you might as well call it something else.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
And I think it makes it easier to sort of justify the changes that they make. And going down the line, like the Christopher Nolan Batman films and the things that have come after that, they're even further away from this. But it's okay.
You know what's an interesting point is that this version of Batman is based on the 1964 reboot of Batman, where they introduced the Yellow Circle and they made him more of a street level crime fighter, a little bit more realistic, okay? Because before that, I don't know if you know this, Josh, in the 50s, Batman was with Robin in a spaceship, flying around to different planets, fighting aliens, fighting robots, time traveling and battling pirates. In the 50s, it was even crazier than this. So then and then he was fighting like interdimensional imps like Batmite. And he had a dog named Ace the Bat Hound. So the 50s Batman got so crazy that the DC editors were like, whoa, we got to bring it down to earth.
We got to make it more serious.
We got to make it more like this.
Bring in Adam West.
Yeah, we're going to bring in
Spaceship?
Adam.
Nah, he's driving a car. This is realistic.
This was the realistic Batman. Then they made the TV show, and the TV show took that kind of to the next level. And then they tried to bring it down again, and it keeps happening kind of in cycles, right? But
so when do we get the next this kind of Batman? When do we get the next silly Batman?
If Joshua Mervell had his way, James Gunn would do the Adam West Batman revival, right?
I think that there is an in between. I think it would be probably closer to Tim Burton, obviously, but I think that we can have him in his gray and black or gray and blue suit and have it a little bit more spandexy with a little bit more modern. Like, you can combine the two. There has to be some sort of happy medium.
In my opinion, if they did like a Justice League movie and they had the Adam West Batman in there, it could work. But a solo Batman movie, I love this Batman, but I do love the serious Batman too, and I want a serious Batman.
They're going to keep making Robert Pattinson Batman movies. They could do both.
Can they do both, Ian?
They, excuse me, I don't think they can come back to this. I don't think there's any way that they could do it. I think that if they tried, it would fall on its face. It's lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
You can't catch that again. And it would fail. It would look silly. It would be a pale copy in comparison, because the writers would be just trying to copy this. The actors would be trying to copy this. The people that created this created it, which is why it works. But you try and do it again, rehash it, it's going to suck.
Yeah.
TJ, what do you think?
I 100% agree with Ian there. This was just, like you said, it was lightning in a bottle. It was a time and place for it. There was not even just the movie, but the show. Because the script for the movie, from what I remember, was originally supposed to be the pilot for it. But then the show took off and the pilot script became what we know of as the movie. And it just became you can't talk about the movie without talking about the show. Let's just be real about
Same
that.
thing.
You can't. Honestly, I don't want to say they're synonymous, but
Well, they kind of are.
You could speak to the movie and what the movie is, because the movie has a larger budget and was able to introduce more things like the boat and the sidecar,
Right.
and
But
whatnot.
I will say, though, before you keep going, this movie did not come out long after the show.
It came
No,
out
no,
in
it
the
didn't.
It came in the
didn't.
middle of the show, like in
yeah,
between
it
season 1 and 2.
started in airing in January. This came out in July.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's
So
crazy.
so it's not
crazy.
it's not like they were like, whoa, this is a huge success. Let's throw a bunch of money at this movie, and
They were already.
it's the
writing
same
it.
thing.
Yeah.
They're just going at it, because actually the actor that played the Riddler in this movie never shows up again in the series until season 3 for one episode only, where he is in a boxing match with Batman.
But he was in the pilot though.
Yeah,
Frank
he
Gorshin,
was all through season 1.
Yeah, okay.
He did the movie. Season 2, nowhere to be seen.
True.
It was John Ashton.
Yes, from the Addams Family.
Yes.
The father. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's point this out. This actress that played Catwoman
Only
is
played
not
Catwoman.
is not the original Catwoman.
No,
the
no.
Catwoman in the TV show is Julie Newmar. Then
Yes.
it was Lee
Then-
Meriwether for this movie. Then in the third season or second
Kitt.
season,
Eartha
it
Kitt.
was
Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt. Joker was always the same. Penguin
Yes.
was always the same. Riddler changed. Catwoman changed. Mr. Freeze changed.
Yes.
And I think that was it, right?
Yes.
Maybe. I
Yes.
think.
And actually, the original actress for Catwoman didn't know they were doing a movie until she was already contracted to do another movie in Europe.
Okay.
And then she's like, oh, wait, what's going on? No, I want to go and do Batman. I'm contracted to do this. They started this movie, and then the movie she was supposed to do folded and never ended up
Oh,
getting
shit.
being
That's
made.
too bad.
That's
Did
sad.
she ever come back for the season 2 or 3 or whatever?
I never got that far
Okay.
in the lore about it, but I know it was like Eartha Kitt, Julie Newmar, and Lee Meriwether, and with Lee there with his movie, like first day on set, the villains that had been there and had done the show were bringing her out to dinner. They're bringing her in like, no, you're one of us now. Like, come out,
Right.
like, be part of us. You're not an outsider. You
Right.
like come in. But the Batman TV show was it was a primetime show.
Right.
That you had movie stars wanting to show up
Yep.
in that show.
When they were climbing up the walls, they'd always have the cameo
Oh.
would be like Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah.
or whoever like popping their head out. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
even then you have guys. I already forget his name again, but we spoke about this. Egghead.
Yeah.
Vincent Price.
Vincent Price. You have Vincent Price as a villain.
Yeah.
That as a child, like such a horrible villain. But he played it so well.
Yep.
It's stuck in my head that
Oh, yeah.
30
Oh, yeah.
years later.
There's a lot of good, and then wasn't the guy from Planet of the Apes, the famous English actor
Oh.
from Planet of
Charlton
the Apes.
Heston?
Yeah.
No, not him.
Oh.
The
No,
English
not
guy. He's one of the
Heston.
apes. Help me out.
Cesar.
No, the guy who
Romero?
No, the second there was like the woman, Planet of the Ape woman, and then the guy, and he's a very famous English actor. He was a voice actor in the Batman the Animated Series, and he played a villain on this show, but I can't remember who he was. It'll come back to us later. Rod.
It wasn't the guy that played King Tut.
No,
No.
that guy was in Spartacus.
Yes.
Okay, the guy I'm thinking of. It'll come back to us. That's okay. But anyway, let's talk about these actors. Okay, we got to talk about. Let's talk about Burgess Meredith. Who we know as Globulus from G.I. Joe the movie. But before he did Globulus, he was Penguin. I think he was he's still the best Penguin in my opinion. Josh, what do you think?
He's great.
He's so perfect.
He's so fun. His little
Yeah.
like it's so like meshed in with his dialogue. You could tell he had the most fun, I think, out of all of the villains. Like, I feel like everybody else was serviceable and was having fun, but like, I don't know, I got this sense that he loved doing it. When he's pretending to be the
Commandant.
Yeah,
That was
Commodore
awesome.
Schmidlap
Awesome.
is so good. I love that we know that Batman and Robin knows,
Yeah.
but he's still playing along,
Yes.
and it's so
Yes.
good. Yeah,
Yes.
it's great.
Champion. What do you
Yes.
think of Burgess
Oh,
Meredith?
he's great. He's great. He's not as over the top as Danny DeVito,
Sure.
but that it works, right? Like he's a person. He's not a fish hybrid.
Right.
So, and he's having a great time. And going back to that little sequence there too, where Batman and Robin know that it's him. I love that there's so many of those little, not double crosses, but just information. They have information and they're pretending that they don't, and
Right.
they know and we know, but the villains don't know, and somehow I don't know. It's confusing
Brilliant.
sometimes to know who knows what.
It's also so funny. He constantly has like weird like things that he brings up to like counteract what they're saying. Like, we'll bring you back to the Batcave and do your fingerprints. Oh, unfortunately, you won't be able to do that. Why? His fingers look like silicone.
I know. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's so good. Yep. Burned my hands, and the plastic
know.
surgeon used, I believe.
And then
what
they
said
turn
was
around, and they turn
silicone.
around and they
Yeah.
talk to each other.
It's so good. Yeah, so great.
TJ
And then
go ahead.
him asking for water and like
Yes.
fiddling
And,
with the
yes,
tab and
yes.
tying it.
I
Like, it's
love
just
that. I
so.
love
Oh, you've been brainwashed. We know who you are, but
Right.
you've been brainwashed. So we're gonna,
yes, yes,
ignore,
brainwashed.
we're gonna ignore you're the Penguin, but you've been brainwashed, and we're gonna take you out
So
for this
good.
elaborate plan that we already knew about.
Yeah.
And you're
Okay.
on the bat cycle.
You know what I also love
But-
is go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. I was just gonna say, but like, even then with the Penguin in disguise, he still has those penguin,
Quacks.
Like quacks.
the quacks, the
quacks.
quacks, the quacks. He has those.
Quacks and the quacks.
Yeah, the quacks and the quacks. He just has those quacks and the quacks. Whereas you know it's a penguin, where
Okay.
like the nose might not be there as it would be. He's in a
Right,
different
right.
costume, and the same thing with Kitka. You know she's Catwoman.
Right.
Yeah, she's this is
before-
perfect.
Yes.
She's like
Before-
they're giving their little tells.
Well, no, before they introduce her as Catwoman, she has those tells where it's like, oh, it's perfect. And every villain has a little bit of a tell when they're
Yeah.
in disguise. But Batman and Robin only know the penguins.
Right.
So,
That's a good point. That's a good point.
let's be real here. Bruce Wayne is late in the movie with his dick.
Okay. Anyway, I want to point out. I like that. Okay, so what's his name? Like Danny DeVito, like the Tim Burton version, plays up Penguin as a penguin man with like flippers and like he's deformed. And then the terrible Gotham TV show, I hated it, played up Penguin as like it's an insult. He's the Penguin. Don't call me that. Then Colin Farrell. It's like, yeah, I love the Colin Farrell Batman or Penguin, But this penguin goes back to the idea that no, he's a debutante. And he's a penguin because he wears a tuxedo, and he has a monocle, and he has a cigarette holder, and he has a top hat. I love that.
Yes.
Like, this is that penguin, and like he's the definitive penguin in my opinion, right? I think he's perfect.
Yeah, I think he's perfect too. He's like I said earlier, like it's the fact that Danny DeVito was half fish.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Like it's funny and it works, and it's whatever. It's that movie, but. No, this is definitive. He's a person. He's he's a rich asshole who just happens to talk like this.
Right. And perfect voice, by the way. Okay, speaking of perfectly cast, my favorite actor to ever play the Riddler, Frank freaking Gorshin. Okay, yes, Frank Gorshin. It's funny because you said you thought that Burgess Meredith was having the most fun. I think Frank Gorshin was having the most fun.
Yeah.
You remember when when all the the piles of powder on the ground, and they go down to look at them.
Oh, yeah.
Frank Gorshin goes down like this. He is like in another, like no one else could play that the way he did. What do you think?
So I don't know if you were sitting in front of me tonight, but Nicole that comes out here on vacation, she was here with her son, and when they were doing the initial dehydration of the pirates, he's turning. He's like 12, 13. He's turning back, looking at him. He's like, "Oh my God, the Riddler's face!" Like,
yeah. He's
turning around. He's not giving the face of anyone else on screen. He's turning around. He's like, "The Riddler, look at his face." The reaction that actor is giving to give a child that reaction, to turn around and show it to me, even though I know we're watching the same goddamn thing. But the fact that this character from 60 years ago is giving that facial expression, and this child was having that reaction to it. That's amazing. Oh, why? You guys thought I was going to build a before? No. It is literally amazing. It's transcendent. It's amazing, he played that character. He was not the focus of that scene, but he was in character. And if you're watching it like the child was, you pick up on that. And you pick up on those little things.
Yeah, I agree.
I loved his line delivery in this. Like a really mundane line, he would like amp it up. Like, I know the perfect victim.
Yes, I know the perfect victim.
I know Bruce Wayne.
I know. It's so good.
Like he cuts himself off in the line.
You're right.
Bruce Wayne. It's like so. Like,
yes. And I gotta say that. Maybe he couldn't be in the Nolan films, but he could have fit into the Tim Burton films. I think
because Nolan. Oh,
okay, maybe Nolan too. But it's like he's funny because he actually is a stand-up comedian. He actually came to Windsor once. I missed it. Yeah, he did. But he's a stand-up comedian, so he knows how to be funny. But when he's serious, he's actually serious, and he's kind of scary. He's kind of intimidating. Mm-hmm. So he actually can play the villain. He's like a villain that's funny, right? That's how I see him. So I actually think he is the perfect Riddler. Champion, what do you think?
I think he has a leg up on, it was Jim Carrey that played the Riddler in the Tim Burton or whatever. But Joel Schumacher with that one. Yeah, and he was just too hammy, too silly. He was animated in a way that there are similarities to how Frank Gorshin carried himself when he's like moving around. Yeah. But you're right about that. He could pull it way back and be just a regular person. Yeah. And that depth makes him more interesting. Like he doesn't just come across like a buffoon.
Right. That's a great point. Yeah.
He almost seemed at times like how I pictured the Joker. Because he kind of is like, he can't resist, like he's like, I love like fighting with Batman. Yeah. I love this. Like he gets so much joy out of it. And like going against everybody else and still sending out like clues. It's really fun. And I think it's unfortunate we don't get a lot of. The Joker doesn't do anything in this movie.
We'll talk. Okay, should we jump to see? Okay, look. Do you want to talk about Frank Gorshin?
I'll just say one more thing, just about the Riddler there with the Jim Carrey Riddler. I think that was more about the way it was written, and I know he was pulling from that '60s Batman, and you could see it in his performance. He was pulling from that '60s Batman, but the writing wasn't there for it. And
but he also ad-libbed a lot of his gags, so I blame him.
Well, I'll give him that too. I'll blame it on him. Well, whatever. But no, the Riddler could have been so much better in that 90s Batman. When I heard that Jim Carrey was cast as Riddler, I'm like, oh. After seeing the 60s Riddler, I'm like, oh, this could be good. This could be good. And then we saw what we got. I'm like, oh, no, this is bad. This is bad.
So speaking of bad, a couple of the people in Last Call said that they thought that Cesar Romero was the best Joker. I'm going to go on the record and say that other than Jared Leto, Cesar Romero is the worst Joker by far. He's the weakest actor in this movie, I think. I don't think he does anything other than laugh maniacally. He doesn't bring anything to the table. What do you think, Josh?
No, he has a great Joker laugh.
Yeah.
But he says yo-ho a lot in this movie.
That was him, was it?
Yeah, and he fires some torpedoes when the Riddler tells him to.
Right.
Other than that, he doesn't do anything.
This is not the Joker that we know as the Batman's arch nemesis. He's just one of the four, right? One of the rogues gallery. What do you think, Champion?
It's interesting for us to look back and to see. Now, was the Joker sort of a lesser villain in the 60s Batman?
Well, that's a good question.
Like who was
the
Batman's
comics, he was pretty big.
primary villain?
In the comics, he was the biggest. He was always the biggest. But what happened was when they came time to adapt the show, they read all the comics, the producers. They read the comics and they said, "Who's this Riddler fellow that you've only used 3 times or something crazy?" Like the Joker was all throughout. The Riddler was only in a couple comics. They said, "We're going to use him." And so they were like, "Oh shit, we better reintroduce him in the comics." So that's why the Riddler's in the pilot, because they liked him the best.
Okay.
And then they brought him back, but he'd only had a few appearances before the TV show.
That's interesting.
So the Joker was definitely the biggest villain, but somehow in this TV series and movie, they didn't do him right.
Yeah, like going back and again, like I watched a lot of this when I was young, but not so much when I was older. And this is my first time seeing this. I don't remember ever thinking of the Joker as being like a primary villain in this series.
Right.
To the point that I didn't know who played him. Right. Like I knew that Burgess Meredith played the Penguin. Right. I knew that Frank Gorshin played the Riddler. I knew these things. I knew those characters, but Joker was always just sort of a weird blind spot.
Agree.
And to see this movie, you remembered more of what he did than I did. I don't remember him being in this movie. To be completely honest, I don't remember him being here.
Yeah, he really doesn't do a whole lot. Did he need to be in this movie? Probably not. It could have been the 3.
Sure.
I don't think he adds anything, but I also don't think he necessarily takes anything away.
Well, he looks cool with the green hair. He does look cool, but the fact is he refused. The actor refused to shave his mustache. You remember
I
that?
saw that.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right. Of course, the opposite happened in Justice League, where
the
Henry Cavill was contractually
CGI
obligated to have his mustache. But TJ, what do you think of Cesar Romero as the Joker?
Well, in this movie, honestly, the Joker did not do much at all, except for go, like you said, yo ho ho, and give them an excuse for a spring box to launch a pirate out the window. That is basically all he did. Cesar Romero is still my number 2 favorite Joker.
Really?
Yes.
Who's your number 1?
Nicholson.
Okay. What about Heath Ledger?
3.
Okay. We'll just leave it at that. Okay.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jared
No.
Leto?
He's not even on the list.
Okay.
No. Oh my God.
Okay. Okay, so we still have one more villain to talk about.
But no. Cesar Romero was underused in this movie.
Yeah, I agree.
He was a entertaining villain throughout the series. They brought him into this movie because he was in that series for that draw. And he did literally laugh and push a few buttons, and that's all he did in the plot, with the exception of never shaving his mustache.
Yeah.
Which, hey, you know what? If you got the clout to go around like, hey, I'll be in your show, I'm not shaving, fuck you. Do it. And he did and got paid. And now we are talking about it 50, 60 years later.
That's one way of looking at it.
So
yeah.
who's the Joker now? Him or us? He got paid to do it with his painted mustache, and we're still sitting here talking about it.
Though, granted, the fact that he had a mustache on didn't really detract me.
Not that,
that was fine. Had he had a character that did anything, it would have been fine.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't really do much.
No, he did
the least
not
to do in this movie.
anything in his movie.
So, okay. But now we have to talk about Lee Meriwether as Catwoman, because she actually had a lot to do in this movie. She played two roles, Catwoman and Miss Kitka. She's not the original Catwoman. I still love Julie Newmar. Julie Newmar was my first crush. She awakened the strange stirrings in my utility belt, if I could put it that way. But Lee Meriwether's fine. And I gotta say, one thing I also noticed as a kid, there was a running subplot throughout all Batman stories of he's in love with Catwoman, but he has to stop her because she's a criminal, and they fall in love, but they can't be together. There's an episode of Batman, I'm pretty sure, where she falls down a pit or something. I don't know. And I remember thinking, this is actually tragic the way it happens. And in this movie, when the mask gets ripped off and he realizes, oh my God, Catwoman is Miss Kitka, it's actually, I thought, pretty heart-wrenching. Joshua Mervell, tell us the truth. Did you not feel?
No, I didn't feel
did.
it. What I felt was humor.
I did.
It was so funny how it played out. It just kept slowly panning in, and he's got tears, way too many tears streaming down his face, and then the song from their day is playing. Oh my God!
And then Robin comes in and he realizes,
I'm so sorry, Batman.
Yeah.
Cuffer.
It's fine.
But what was Batman's line right before that, though?
It was something like just
we can never speak of this,
no, something like just a day in the life of a crime fighter, or typical something, I don't know, but being a crime fighter. Cuffer. Yeah. But the fact that they held the camera on him to let him realize what was going on, I thought that was great. And the same thing happens in the episode I was talking about. When she falls down the pit, he actually has this look on his face, and I remember as a kid going, "Oh my God, it's so sad."
It's Adam West's brilliance.
Yes,
that he can pull that off.
Because that's the thing is he takes it seriously. That's what I think.
Very true.
Yes,
he takes it seriously. His cadence does not.
No, I disagree. Maybe we can talk about Adam West for a couple of minutes here.
Sure.
Then he is obviously very funny. His line delivery of those comedic beats are great, but when he slows down and Batman is being serious and or mad or upset, it's just as funny because he dials it down. He reins it in.
It's strange, but I know what you're saying. I actually do think it's serious, but it's also funny.
Right.
It's simultaneously serious and funny, and that's the genius of Adam West, that he can do both things at the exact same time.
Exactly. You're right.
He can make me cry because he's in love with Miss Kitka, but also that they hold so long that it is the funniest, one of the funniest scenes in the movie. But I'm sad and I'm laughing at this.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. That's the key.
My favorite part of this movie is when Batman calls the admiral to figure out if any
Oh my
decommissioned
God.
warships have been sold recently.
Outrageous.
So
And it's
Well, we
just this
sold
phone
it
call.
to-
Yeah,
We sold it
we
to,
go to a man named P.N. Gwynn.
Yeah.
P.N. Gwynn.
Yeah.
And then he like, just goes right back to it. Did he leave an address? No address. Just a P.O. box. Selling decommissioned warships to persons who don't even leave a home address. Good day, Admiral.
I love that.
And just hangs
He's
up.
so disappointed.
It's
so
good.
disappointed. Like you
That
feel that
was amazing.
secondary
Oh my
cringe.
God,
Like
yes.
I
it's
hope Batman's
brilliant.
not mad at me.
Yeah. That whole scene is so great. Even like him and his secretary are like playing a game, and then he's like, I don't know. There's just something good about that.
It's
scene.
satire.
He tells the secretary, "Oh no,
Yeah.
keep on practicing, keep on
so-
practicing. I want to be on the
When she
phone."
picks up the phone,
It's
hello?
Batman.
It's Batman. Oh, hello.
I love
Who is it?
that.
Batman.
I love
Like,
that
But yet,
so much.
that makes the eventual, like when he's giving the Admiral a dressing down, it makes it even more effective.
So Yeah.
because
good.
they're like excited to talk to Batman,
Oh,
and now
it's great.
Batman's like really disappointed
Yeah.
in him,
Right.
and just he hangs up the phone. He's so sad.
So funny. It's brilliant.
Fuck did you do?
Yeah.
Click.
You know, we got to point out, I love, okay, there's two things I got to point out. I love the gag when Batman's trying to dispose of the bomb, the most famous gag in the movie. And then Robin, because there was a chance where he could have just let the bomb go
Right.
off in the bar. And Robin's like, you had to protect the lives of those, the people in the
Yeah.
bar. And he says, Robin, they may be drinkers, but they are human. Like, I love, okay, that's a great
So
joke.
good.
And I believe when that line was delivered, I clapped loudly.
Oh yeah, well, it was fucking hilarious, right?
So good.
Like it's so over the top. But there's another legitimate moral dilemma where they have all the.
You just can't find a good place to leave a bomb.
Well, it's still not right.
Can we
but
do another take of that?
yeah.
Listen, I've screwed that line up 5 times tonight.
Listen.
I've screwed it up 5 times. We're gonna go for a 6.
Okay, hold
Go
on a
ahead.
second.
Go
But
ahead.
There's another moment where they have all the powder of the dehydrated
Yeah.
world leaders or delegates, and then Robin says, "Wait a minute, Batman. If we're gonna put them all back together, maybe we could, fix them and tweak them and make them better." And Batman says, "Robin, it's we cannot interfere." I don't know what he says, but
Yeah.
it's a legitimate moral dilemma.
We can't meddle in
meddle in whatever affairs.
life of,
like they could, like Robin had the idea and they could have done it, but Batman stepped in and said, no, we cannot interfere. We just have to let things play out. I think that's a great moment. That's
Yeah.
a legitimately good moment, right?
It is, and that moment, similar moments happen throughout the film. I'm reminded of when Batman is on his date and Robin and Alfred are
Yes,
watching on the
yes.
thing. But no, I have to turn
Yeah.
this off. I can't
Yes.
watch this. It's not appropriate.
Yes.
He's shy.
Perhaps we should take another look.
Yeah.
Alfred is such a creep in this movie. It's so good.
So Robin
Maybe
is
this time
innocent
we,
and Alfred's a creep. Okay,
Yeah.
we're good.
Okay, so here's the thing. We could talk about this movie all night. Is there anything else we'd like to say about the Batman movie based on the TV show? Like I said, I think we need a little bit more of this. We need more Batmobiles, Batcopters, Batplanes, Bat everything.
You know what's so great about this movie is that there's really no plot. Like, there's no story.
Well-
there's just 4 villains that came together and they want to do something bad.
Well, no, but
like
I think there is a plot. They want to what is it called?
Dehydrate
the world
Dehydrate the
leaders,
UN.
and that's
Or
it.
the
to get some money.
UN.
Sure, it's not really like
The World
very
Council.
important. Like Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson don't have really anything to do in the movie besides figure out what's going. You know what I mean? Like
Bruce Wayne.
they don't really have a whole arc.
There's no arc, but Bruce Wayne,
Yeah.
he is kidnapped because of their plan. They're like, okay, we're going to kidnap a millionaire to get the attention of Batman, which they do. But it's a good idea that the fact is that it's Bruce Wayne, which throws a wrench in the plan because Batman can't rescue them because...
Right.
Right? I think that's pretty clever.
Yeah. No, I think it is clever. I just think that it's like...
It's an hour and 20-minute TV show.
Yeah.
That is 3 episodes combined into one.
Right.
Because it was a TV show and like, oh, hey, let's make this into a movie.
And I got to point out something that, you know, the moment where they run down and get into the Batmobile and then they say, batteries to power, turbines to speed.
Oh, yes.
I got to point out that is a scene from the TV show.
Right.
So
Yes.
the lighting and the camera and the budget is like it's not like it doesn't match. It's an actual.
That's a clip.
That
Exact clip
They
yes.
use that
was
clip
reused
in every single episode.
Oh,
every time
yes.
they get into the Batmobile, they just play that clip. They
Yes.
don't reshoot it. Yeah.
No.
So the fact that it fit in so seamlessly proves it's just an episode of the TV show.
And the batteries to turbo, whatever,
Yeah,
blah, blah,
yeah.
blah, Batman. Yeah, let's go. That had been used, I want to say, on the Drew and Mike show on the riff for
Okay.
like 15 years as part of their intro also, where they played that Batman clip for Detroit radio. It's like, oh yeah, batteries to turbine, batteries to go, let's go. And it was part of like a whole 30-second intro.
Right.
for
Yeah, I
their-
gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, and every time I'm not up early, but I'd hear that. I'm like, man, I'm up way too early. I need to go back to bed.
Yeah.
I need to
There's
go
the
back
signal.
to bed.
Right. So, final word on this, Josh. What do you think? What's the final word on this?
It's so fun. It's very campy.
Right.
The humor in this movie is so like I don't know if there's really anything else like this that
That's
does
true.
it
That's
this
true.
well.
That's true.
It's brilliant. Yeah,
I agree.
I love this movie.
Champ Ian.
It's interesting to examine this and to know that you could never, ever, ever do it again. Doesn't matter who would be in charge. Doesn't matter who you would cast. Doesn't matter who would write it. It would fail.
I agree.
It would fail because it's not exactly this. Exactly this is what it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so unique. It's... I don't know. It's...
To be fair, yeah, I know what you're saying because they've done comic book recreations like Batman 66.
Yeah.
And they've done the Cape Crusaders cartoon or whatever it's called, but they're just not as good, right?
No, I think that the thing that comes closest to capturing this feeling is the Lego Batman movie.
Yeah,
and because it does kind of like amp up the comedy, and instead of because this is like a parody of like the comics and the serials and just like what Batman was then.
Yeah.
Where the Lego Batman movie kind of makes fun of what Batman is now.
Good point.
Okay.
Yeah.
In a very
Good.
similar like comedic way.
That,
right?
That's a good point saying that. No.
So it's not. It's
Yeah.
definitely not the exact same, but I think it's
similar in style and
Yeah.
execution.
Yeah.
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 TJ, you have the last word on Batman the movie.
Yet again, it's
Yeah.
on me. Oh my god. No, honestly, this iteration of Batman was honestly my first introduction to Batman before Keaton. Not by much.
Okay.
But yeah, I had the introduction with this Batman from die-cast cars with its Batmobile, the Super Friends from the late 70s, toys, and just reruns of this show at the time. And this is still, I don't care. It's still in my top 3 Batman movies, even top 2.
Okay.
Like,
Right.
this is, I want to say 8 and 9, I would say is probably my number 1. But 66 Batman, this is my 100% number 2.
Okay.
Like,
See, it's-
I love this Batman.
It's interesting to compare it to 89 Batman because Michael Keaton, that's my Batman, right? Jack Nicholson is my Joker.
Right.
That's my favorite Batman series. But I enjoy this more. Right? I enjoy this more,
It's entertaining.
even though I think that that's the better
agree.
Batman. Right?
Like,
Our audience was not bored for 1 second.
No. There was so much. Like everybody was so into this.
No, like Adam West is my Batman, but Jack Nicholson is my Joker.
Could you imagine a Batman property with Adam West as Batman, but Jack Nicholson as Joker?
I mean, it could work. Yeah.
That would be wild.
And Jack Nicholson was around at the time. He could have done it because he was an easy writer.
Well,
you're right.
What? How would that have been with Adam West with that scene where it's like, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Let's get nuts, Robin.
Okay, so on that note, I want to thank Batman and Robin for joining us for the review.
Anytime.
Where are you guys going to be fighting crime next?
I'm taking a nap after this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we want to thank you. Thank you for joining us. I don't know if you have a bat call to get to or a bat signal.
There's a signal up there.
All right. Well, there you go. Josh, you can tell everyone where you can find our episodes.
You can find all of our episodes on our website at comicbooksyndicate.com. You can also find the video format versions on our YouTube channel, so check us out there. Thanks for joining us.
That's right. And until the next time.
Thank you, and good day.